Hello everyone. So today we'll be doing a cubic function. So let me just say cubic function. So cubic function. So right now I want us to look at the cubic function outline, like to check the theory of it and understand it before going through some few things. Okay. So the equation or the standard form of it is what? F of x, almost every it is functions. It is equals to ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d. Okay, where this a, it is our what? Our orientation. So this is the one that determines if our graph is positive or negative. Okay, and then at the same time, most the d, it is the what? The y-intercept already, most at least you can see some few things there. Okay, so let's continue there. I want us to draw everything that is gonna be involved there so that you can see what is happening there. So I'm gonna do something like that, a beautiful graph. Let me try it. Yes. Okay, I have made the graph. I have tried the graph. Yes, I'm not a what, but I have already tried. Okay, so I want you to be careful there. Let me show you some few things there. So I'm gonna start with the basics, ne? From functions that you know. So good must learn at this point, it is the what? The y-intercept. And it, which is what? D. Okay? So I just want to analyze this graph and show you everything that is happening there. I want to show everything there. And then the second thing, let me show there. This one can be the x-intercept. X-intercept. Okay? And then most go to where y is equals to 0. And then the third one, now let's get to calculus. Okay, before calculus, let's focus on this one. This one, it is now called the what? The turning point, which is also called the what? Local minimum. I told you to wherever there is a turning point and a point, the gradient, it is what? 0. In calculus form, we put it like this, because I showed you that the gradient function is equal to a gradient, and then the gradient is 0. Can you say grad is equals to 0? So this one now, it is the what? The turning point, but it's the what? Local maximum. You see, this is how we analyze the graph, guys. This is how we analyze the graph. I just want to show some few things that you must know about this graph. So this is the x-intercept, so these are the x-intercepts there. They mean the same thing there. And then let's continue. So for the turning points, I need to know you must have x and y. So this is how we do the turning points. And then the second thing, so this is what? The maximum what? So now let's get on with calculus. So we have a point here. Ne? I want to tell you something about this point. This point, I'm gonna put it there. This point, it is called what? The point of inflection. The point of inflection, where a graph changes its concavity. We are still going there. It is a point where a graph changes its concavity. Okay, so I have shown you everything. So my cubic function formula is ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d, where my a, it is the orientation, okay, and then the d, it is what? The y-intercept. So this is how my graph is, the cubic graph looks like. This is my y-intercept, my x-intercepts, the turning point, which is the local maximum, the turning point, it is the local minimum. Then this one is the point of inflection, where the graph changes its concavity, meaning that the graph stops being concave down, starts being concave up, or from concave up to concave down, whatever. But this is the point of inflection. Okay, so let's get on with the work. So guys, let's check. Angithi manje I told you ukuthi it is f of x, it is equals to what? Ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d. So you must know what is the shape. The a, it is the what? The one that determines it is the shape of the graph. Okay, it is the shape of the graph, and if a it is positive, it's gonna be what? A it is is greater than 0, which is gonna be the same as what? Is, let me show you. It's gonna be something like this. This is what you call a positive graph. Okay, guys, you can see this thing most. A is positive there. So let's continue. Let's continue about the role of d. Okay, before I go to the role of d, let me show you where my a is less than 0. So when my a it is less than 0, it is what? Like this. But man, I have messed up. Let me try again. Because already it must be something like this. Yeah. Okay. So basically what I mean, my a can be written like this, going up, and then going down it can be something like this. Okay, so lana I have what? Local maximum, lana I have what? Local minimum, but lana I start with what? Local minimum to local maximum. Okay, so let's check the role of d. The role of d, angithi d is the what? The y int. So it's gonna be what? It's gonna be something like this, guys. In my graph, the y-intercept is gonna be the one that is where, that is gonna be here, and then for a is greater than 0, and then for a is the less than 0 is gonna be what? Same thing, guys, here. So a, it is the shape of the graph. If a it is positive, my graph is gonna be like this. If a it is negative, my graph is gonna be like that. So in simple term, it is just like this: maximum, minimum, then up. Then this one is minimum, maximum, then down. Okay. Then yeah, this is just the d, which is the y-intercept. Okay. So let's go for sketching a cubic function. So the rules. The first one, determine the x values of the stationary points by letting f pi x is equals to 0. So determine x values of the stationary points by letting f pi x is equals to 0. Number 2, determine the y values of the stationary points by substituting the x values of the stationary points into f of x, not f of pi x. Okay, I hope you understand me. And then number 3, determine the shape, whether it is positive or negative. Okay, so if my a is greater than 0, it is positive, it is this one. If my a it is less than 0, it is this one. Okay, I hope you understand me. Then you're gonna determine your x and y intercepts, and then yeah, just like that. So let us do an example. So you're gonna sketch this one. So the first thing that you must do, guys, in the previous video, guys, I told you what you must do. What you must find the factors of the last number, and it's man you on a sketch. So after, when you're on a sketch, you want to find what the x values, the x intercept. So what are the factors of 6? 1, 6, 2, and 3. So let's use these ones. So let me use my calculator. I'm not gonna do what I did in the previous lesson. So I got my answer, it is -2. -2, it is the one that is giving me 0. So whenever I put -2 there, it is what giving me 0. So I'm gonna do like this. So I'm gonna say x plus 2 ax squared plus bx plus c. So now I'm trying to find what this one's in it. So I'm gonna put what my synthetic division method. So -2 there. So let's continue. The coefficients 2 -3 minus 11 and 6. Drop the 2, circle it. 2 times minus 2 minus 4, bring it up, the minus 4 go up, and then going down it is what? Positive. Minus 3 minus 4 it is what? Minus 7. Circle it, and then you multiply. What is minus 2 times minus 7? It's what? Positive 14. And then minus 11 plus minus 14, minus 11 plus 14, it is what? 3. So I put my 3 here, I go there, I multiply. 3 times minus 2, it is what? Minus 6. But going downwards, I do what? I add. So 6 minus 6, it is what? Same as 0. If you don't understand this method, in the previous video of synthetic division and what, go and check it. And then I'm gonna write my things here. So it's gonna be what? X plus 2, 2x squared minus 7x plus 3. Okay? And then when I'm done, I'm gonna do my maths there. So my x plus 2, 2x minus 1, x minus 3. So check, my x is gonna be equals to minus 2, and then my x is gonna be equals to 1 over 2, or my x is gonna be equals to 3. So I have my 3 x value. So let's sketch. The first thing that you must do, draw a horizontal line, and then check your what you call the shape, which is what? Positive 2. So I know what my graph will look like, something like this. Okay, and then manje, I'm gonna put my values. So I'm gonna start with minus 2 because the negative numbers are that side, and then it is half here, and then it is 3. But manje, you don't just put your vertical line. So I check, where is 0? Is it between half and 3 or minus 2 and half? So it is between half and minus 2. So it's gonna be something like this. Yeah, but that's how you sketch. Don't start by doing your vertical and horizontal line. No, start by doing your horizontal line, draw the shape of the graph, and then you are done, guys. I hope you understood. So start by doing this method of synthetic division so that you can get your roots and then you put them there. You see, that's how we do it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks.